What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and we just finished running polls to figure out what you guys think is the best Mortal Kombat game of all time. And guess what? You got it wrong. But it's okay. I'm not offended because this thing could have turned out a lot worse than it did. So which game did you guys pick? Let's take a look at the results and talk about it. So we kicked it off from the very beginning with the first Mortal Kombat versus Mortal Kombat 2. And you guys got this one right, with 86% of the votes going to Mortal Kombat 2. Now, that's no slight on the original Mortal Kombat because that's the one that kicked it off. But I started playing Mortal Kombat when I was 3 years old. And Mortal Kombat 2 came out when I was 3 years old. I'm 28 right now, so put your calculators down, no need to do the math. But even though I was so young, I still got memories of Mortal Kombat 2 because I remember my dad being in there playing it and guessing fatalities and going crazy when he actually pulled them off. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 was in rotation as well, the first Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat 2 stayed in rotation until we got a Nintendo 64 in 1996. So I absolutely agree, Mortal Kombat 2 is still one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games to this day, so I'm glad y'all locked that one in. Now, unfortunately, y'all just eliminated Mortal Kombat from that king spot, so we'll have to put it down here. The next one on the list, we ran Mortal Kombat 3 versus Mortal Kombat 4. Now, Mortal Kombat 4 is so underrated. Now, did it age well? No. But a lot of games from this era didn't. People just don't want to give Mortal Kombat 4 the credit it deserves. This was the first game in the 3D era. I don't know why we don't consider this 3D era because it definitely was. They introduced weapons, we had stage fatalities, they had the character endings, and the character screamed, "Oh, my leg!" You just had to be there. But what's going up against it is Mortal Kombat 3. I didn't like Mortal Kombat 3. I didn't like the fighting style in Mortal Kombat 3. I didn't like the look of Mortal Kombat 3. It just wasn't for me. Mortal Kombat 1 was kind of in between the grunge and colorful look. Mortal Kombat 2 was colorful, and I liked the vibrant Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat 3 sucked all of that away, and I felt like it was trying to be Killer Instinct, but it just wasn't as smooth. But you know what? I'm wrong, because you guys love Mortal Kombat 3. I can't believe 88% chose Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 over Mortal Kombat 4. I don't get it, but it's the popular opinion. By a large margin, that's 2.9 thousand votes, and 88% chose Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So, hey, I can be wrong, but I can't believe y'all really knocked Mortal Kombat 4 off the board that early. Tragic. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next set we have, if I can find it, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance versus Mortal Kombat Deception. Now, with Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, I felt like for some reason we didn't get Mortal Kombat in a long time, and this felt like Mortal Kombat was back. The fighters only had one fatality. The roster was fine. Character selection screen music was a banger. But overall, I really enjoyed this game, even though one fatality was really light. Cooking with Scorpion, you had "You Can't Kill Me, I'm Immortal" by, I think it was Ademia. A lot of gems in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. It was just classic. But Mortal Kombat Deception was different. Mortal Kombat Deception was different. They put everything in Mortal Kombat Deception. Somehow we got this conquest mode, and as I was playing it when I was a kid, I just couldn't believe it was real. I can't say enough good things about Deception, y'all. The character designs, that opening cinematic, even though it was good in Deadly Alliance as well, I couldn't believe they killed Liu Kang, but Deception, y'all, it's just the golden standard of Mortal Kombat for me. So, I mean, y'all agree with it as well. 77% for Deception and 23% for Deadly Alliance. You know what? Mortal Kombat Deception was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance on steroids, so it's not a bad loss for Deadly Alliance. Deception was just different, as stated before. So we got to slide Deadly Alliance down here because it had no business. Deception just had no business being that good. I don't even know what to tell y'all right now. Let's go ahead and move on to the next round, where we have Armageddon versus Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Coming off of Mortal Kombat Deception, I was extremely disappointed with Armageddon, and this is the first time a Mortal Kombat game disappointed me. I didn't love Mortal Kombat 3, but that's only because I loved 2 so much and I loved Killer Instinct, and 3 just felt like kind of a grungy hybrid of the 2, and it just wasn't for me. But Mortal Kombat Armageddon was a brilliant idea, and I would have been down for it, but their biggest strength turned out to be their biggest weakness. Because they wanted to put every character in this game, these characters didn't have fatalities. A lot of them got skins from previous games, and in my opinion, it didn't even look as good as Mortal Kombat Deception did. But while Armageddon was the first disappointment, unfortunately, it was not the worst disappointment. After the game passed, I couldn't wait to get the next Mortal Kombat game. I remember there was a website that went up, noobd.com, Ed Boon backwards. I asked y'all if y'all remember before, nobody else remembers. But they started giving us these teasers for what the next Mortal Kombat game would be. I remember a Rhino being on there for something. I don't know. I just remember there was a timer that went on at the end, and then once that timer expired, I believe we saw Sub-Zero, and across from Sub-Zero, we saw Batman. I was like, oh, what are we doing here now? It was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. So not only did we not get the classic fatalities in the previous game, now we have this game that's rated T, and we get these watered down fatalities and heroic brutalities. It was rough. For y'all who weren't there, it was rough. But I bought MK vs. DCU, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I actually want to go back and play the story right now. But this was also the last time a Mortal Kombat game disappointed me. But what did you guys think? Mortal Kombat Armageddon versus Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. 86% votes Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I think I would actually go MK versus DC on this one, but you know what? Either way, these were the 2 bottom Mortal Kombat games for me, but y'all like Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Again, I don't get it, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and drag MK versus DC down here. Now, the next one we have on the list. It's about to get hot in here, y'all, because our next poll is Mortal Kombat 9 versus Mortal Kombat 10. Now, I wouldn't say I was disappointed in Mortal Kombat 10, but it's not really what I wanted in a Mortal Kombat game. I was super jacked up when the trailer came out, but you know what? When the game came out, it was too dark and grungy. I just didn't like the feel or the look of it. I didn't like the vibe, but overall, the game was fine. Mortal Kombat 9 was perfect. After Mortal Kombat Armageddon and Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, Mortal Kombat 9 was exactly what me and the people needed. Because look right here. People love Mortal Kombat 10, but Mortal Kombat 9 wins by 65% of the vote. This game was strictly fan service. You had all of everybody's favorite characters in here. They brought back fatalities in a very creative way. Hopefully we get to see them again one day. The characters have bloody fatalities. Imagine that in a Mortal Kombat game. They retold the story again for those who might have missed it. They threw in the challenge tower. This was a perfect Mortal Kombat game. Well, no conquest mode, so this was nearly a perfect Mortal Kombat game. But I respect the votes. That was a good call. Y'all got Mortal Kombat X off the board in round 1. Now here we are with the final matchup in round 1. We got Mortal Kombat 11 versus Mortal Kombat 1. Now I had no idea how this one was going to go because Mortal Kombat 1 started off kind of rocky. Y'all were really hating it. I have no problem with Mortal Kombat 1. It did slip back on the list as far as my all-time, but then it slipped back forward. So Mortal Kombat 1, the verdict is still not out on it. But y'all hated Mortal Kombat 11. And I don't know why, because much like Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 11 was a perfect Mortal Kombat game. Mortal Kombat X was ugly and grungy. Mortal Kombat 1 is very vibrant. Mortal Kombat 11 is between the two, so I think the feel we got in Mortal Kombat 11 was perfect. I don't know why, but that's very important to me. Number 2, Mortal Kombat 11 had this crypt mode that wasn't quite conquest, but it kept me playing the game for a very long time because I had to go through and open every chest. That's probably the thing I hate most that we lost in Mortal Kombat 1 because I love that so much in Mortal Kombat 11. The gameplay in Mortal Kombat 11 was perfect. The story was good. I really didn't like the Revenant stuff, but overall the roster was really good. Fatalities were good, customization was good, and the Towers of Time, those were actually good as well. I remember, I think it was like a character tower. When you get to the end, there was like kind of like a boss fight. let's say it was Scorpion, and you hit him and his health barely went down, and you had to really grind to beat him. I wish the Titan battles were actually that hard, because those were really fun. Mortal Kombat 11 was the perfect Mortal Kombat game, and y'all knocked it off the list, but I'm gonna spoil it for y'all right now. Mortal Kombat 11 was the best Mortal Kombat game of all time, hands down, without a doubt, absolutely. What are y'all thinking? With 66% Mortal Kombat 1 over Mortal Kombat 11. Don't get me wrong, I like Mortal Kombat 1, but Mortal Kombat 11, with everything in that game, it was just different. Mortal Kombat 11 should have made it to the end of this tournament, but unfortunately, it did not. What did? Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, so now that we've talked about every Mortal Kombat game, we can pretty much go through these until we find our winner. So next up, we had Mortal Kombat 2 versus Mortal Kombat 3. And the winner here is not right. Y'all voted Mortal Kombat 3 over Mortal Kombat 2. That is crazy. Mortal Kombat 2 is definitely top 5. So we're going right here with Mortal Kombat 2. The next one we got on the list, we have Mortal Kombat Deception versus Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Now this one was scary because I thought y'all were going to go Armageddon, but this is absolutely the right decision because Mortal Kombat Deception, again, one of the best of all time. So we're going to go down here with Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Next up on the list, we have Mortal Kombat 1 versus Mortal Kombat 9. Interested to see the ratio here. 69% Mortal Kombat 9, 31% Mortal Kombat 1. I actually like that. I like that we're not 20% or less with Mortal Kombat 1. 69%, again, Mortal Kombat 9 was a beast, so I don't think that's a bad loss for Mortal Kombat 1 at all. We're going to go right here with Mortal Kombat 1. All right, so next up on our list, we have Mortal Kombat 3 versus Mortal Kombat Deception. Another one that scared me because y'all were voting for Mortal Kombat 3 a lot. But Deception came out on top with 59% of the votes. The fact that Mortal Kombat 3 got 41 here shows how much people really love that game. And again, I don't get it. So, Mortal Kombat 3 got knocked off of the list. We're going to put that one back here. So as y'all could see, at the top, we have 2 games left. Mortal Kombat 9 versus Mortal Kombat Deception. The people have voted the best Mortal Kombat game of all time as Mortal Kombat 9, and it's pretty much a landslide victory. 83% vote Mortal Kombat 9, 17% vote Mortal Kombat Deception. So Mortal Kombat 9 is our winner, and it gets the people's vote for best Mortal Kombat game of all time. So we got to give the king his crown. But do I agree with this? Absolutely not. If y'all want my order, here it goes. I think Mortal Kombat 11 is the best Mortal Kombat game of all time. Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat Deception, which one should we put behind it? I think I'm going to agree with the people, and I'm going to put Mortal Kombat 9 behind it. Behind that, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat Deception. Here's where it gets kind of tough. Here's where it gets kind of tricky, because I could put Mortal Kombat 1 right there, but I also could put Mortal Kombat 2 right there. I think we're going to go with this. So Mortal Kombat 11 being the best, Mortal Kombat 2 right behind it, then we'll go Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2. Behind Mortal Kombat 2, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat X. Behind Mortal Kombat X, I like Mortal Kombat 4. Behind Mortal Kombat 4, I like Deadly Alliance. Behind Deadly Alliance, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat, the original. Behind the original, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat 3. Behind that, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat. You know what? I've been putting DC Universe last this whole time, but thinking about the impact, the story, I mean, I think this was the first time we got that Netherrealm Studio style story. So I'm going to go with this over Armageddon, actually. In the worst Mortal Kombat game of all time, we're going to go with Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Now, again, I know y'all love Armageddon, but this is just my opinion. These are my votes. We saw the way y'all set them up, but the way I set them up is this way. Don't agree? Give me your list in the comment section. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button because we are almost at 30,000. Let's get to that.